This dog out this door. Gotta handle some business. I just came live for a little bit. I can't taste this chewing gum. I got no taste buds. My senses of taste are gone. I wish I was even able to smell my baby bacon this morning. I said, what is that noise? Oh, but that's the wash machine. Dang, Gabriel, you about to knock me down. Some people say I'm crazy, but ain't my crazy. They say the power that I feel, yeah. When I call your name, when I call your name, said it's just like fire. Shut up in my bones. Good morning, y'all. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will be glad. I feel a lot better than I have the rest of this week. For the rest of this week, can't taste none of my food. I still can't really smell. I smell, but barely. Hopefully today I don't have the bubbles. If you know, you know. My son off to school. I'm finna handle some business at home. And I gotta leave and go handle some business. My head, I still feel like I'm partially underwater, but it's not as bad. Like, it's not no pressure. First, it was like pressure. Like, I went too far up under the water. Good morning. You have a blessed day as well. Have a blessed day as well. What's today, Thursday? Today, Thursday. My dog think he finna get it. Let me tell you about my dog. He be trying to walk me. You ain't finna walk me. You are a dog. All right. He be trying to pull against the leash. I'm like, bruh, if I don't want to walk that way, I'm not gonna walk that way. And then he be wanting me to walk through all of these bushes and all of that kind of stuff. And people be walking in other dogs. I don't want to step in dog doo. Remember this one time I was walking through, wasn't looking down, wasn't paying attention. I stepped right on dog doo because he had me walking through these bushes. Like, this is where they take people, they dogs to pee and poop, and not necessarily they pick up their dog crap and you got me walking through it. Oh, how I love the knees. I still feel like poo, but it ain't as bad. I'm not going that way. It don't feel as bad as it did these last couple of days. I'm like, oh Lord. But I was able to get so much done while I was home. Like, I got a lot done. Like, I handled my business this week. And all I gotta do now, the rest of this week, is homework. I gotta read. Well, technically just reading and then starting like my assignments. But it's mostly just reading. My phone had hooked up to the internet, but yeah, I just got a lot of reading to do. I got so much reading to do. I got 2 classes I gotta read. One of them I think I just gotta read. One particular, I'll probably do that one first. Or should I do the one that's longer? I'll probably do the one that's longer first. And then the one that's short. The one that's gonna take the longest first. Every time I come back here, because I didn't know it rained yesterday. Every time I come back here, like, to y'all it might sound foolish, and I don't really care, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Every time I come back here, God remind me of what Jesus remind me of what he said in the Bible. Like, are you not that much better than the fowls of the earth, which is the birds? I provide for them. What makes you think I won't provide for them? I provide for them. What makes you think I won't provide for you? So yeah. Good morning. Good. So like, I'm standing out here, and they got this place that used to be a pond, right? And they drained the pond in my apartments, and like, it's been raining. And I ain't gonna lie, one day I came out here, I was like, dang, the rain, Jesus almost filled up the whole entire pond, like pond again. And then I come out here today, like, you know, around you, these last couple of days, it's been hot. It's been so hot, but it's still water out here for the birds, ducks. We got more ducks that came back, like, and then they'll leave for us like a little spell, and then they'll come back. I be like, look at God. It'd be funny how when you get small stuff that you can realize, like, dang, God, that was you, huh? Jesus, you and your Father up there showing out in heaven. So where does rain come from? It be so hot here. What's up, B-Dub? Trying to get my dog poop up, but it's all watery. Ew. Well, not watery, but like, my bad, y'all. I probably don't want to hear about that, but I hope everybody have a blessed day. It's Thursday. I done made it through the week. You only got one more day left. Y'all done started a new journey in my life. I'm excited about it. Like, real excited about it. I can't wait to see what the good Lord got in store for me and my baby. It's gonna be big. I was listening to that Tasha Cobbs song. Well, it's like a little song. She was like, Lord, you can blow my mind. God's about to do it. And I can't do nothing but laugh. Like, smile, rather. Because he about to do it. It's gonna be big. I hear the Lord say, Lord, you can blow my mind. Said, I'm about to do it. Hey, come on. I hope y'all have a blessed day. I hope that y'all do something. I hope y'all prayed today. I hope y'all said out loud or wrote down somewhere what you grateful for. Um, I hope y'all read something. I was reading Galatians 4 yesterday, and I actually listened to all of Galatians yesterday, but like actually, like I read it, but it's a difference between hearing it, audible, and like you picking up the Bible and reading it. So this morning, I thought before I was like yesterday was Galatians 4. So this morning before um, I start doing what I need to do around the house. Well, technically I already did, but I'm gonna read Galatians. I'm gonna start at 1, I think today. Or maybe I'll go backwards now. I don't want to be doing that. So I'm gonna make me some coffee. Even though I ain't gonna be able to taste it because I ain't got no taste bud. Whatever this little viral little thing is, everybody able to taste my food. So I want some coffee. I'm about to do it. I hear the Lord say. Yeah, I read Galatians 4. I was reading something and Galatians kept popping up. So I said, okay, Lord, what is it that you're trying to get me to see? And essentially Galatians 4, it was saying essentially like the part that stuck out to me most, I should say, is when he was like, in due season you will reap your harvest. And it's just certain stuff that I've been asking God. I'm like, okay, Lord, this aligns perfectly with what I've been asking you. So you gotta have faith the size of mustard seed. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know, God is doing something exciting. Like I said, I already know. But I want to add this thing real quick. Not really a poll, but really cold. Um, my hands wet, so of course. Oh no. Let me see. Oh, there you go. If you don't, why? Let's talk about faith today. Faith. Because you know, Moses, Abraham, I'm going to give you a little background of Abraham. Abraham was told to take his son up, essentially, and you know, on GTA, knock him out. We're gonna speak in our terms, right? Hey, and he was gonna do it, but he also knew and believed that Jesus or God was gonna provide. Like, and at the last minute, right before Abraham was finna get to do his son Isaac again, I'm gonna speak to y'all. Good morning on y'all terms, or our terms in this language. Before he was right before he was about to ready to do it. God provided a lamb and a ram in the bush. And he didn't have to do that. Like, he was like, hold on. God was like, hold on, wait a minute. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? So it's the faith that he knew in. It was the things that how can I say this? It was the promises of the Lord that he saw versus how bad it was probably could have hurt him, right? And it's funny how they say this in correlation to the the crucifixion of Jesus and Moses. He led the people to, through Jerusalem or the promised land, whatever, but he wasn't, or through the valley, but he wasn't able to see because he passed away, right? Just like Peter, go by faith. He told Jesus, if it's really you, bid me to walk on this water. And Jesus was like, okay, come on. So at first he had faith the size of a mustard seed, but then he lost his faith because of what the distractions and things that was going on around him, which was the waves, the water. He had fear. And I learned that sometimes we won't do stuff because out of fear. But if you have faith in the Lord and know that his promises are never void, then what you scared of? We be scared of the things of this world, like what we see, or what we can't see, I should say. Especially me. I'm bad at it. I'm like, Lord, I trust you. I believe. And then I be like, but how I'm gonna do this? It ain't for me to do. It's for the Lord to do it, but I be scared. I don't know why my phone be doing that. I be scared because I can't see it. That's what it really be. I be scared of the things that we can't see. We don't trust the Lord enough to know that he can do it because we can't see it. And I know I'm bad at that. I'm like, Lord, all right. And then stuff like deadlines start to come, and I'm like, all right, Lord, it ain't happened yet, so it ain't gonna happen. And then that's where that doubt start to creep in. Even though I know God can do it, because he done showed it to me before that he could do it, but maybe it's somebody that fear. That fear is powerful. But he do it every time though. That's the crazy part. God's about to do it. I heard the Lord say. But y'all have faith. Trust in the Lord and know that he can do all things exceedingly and abundantly above all things. Amen. You just gotta learn to let go and let God. I talk about that a lot. Let go and let God. Of course, still do the work. Because it say faith without work is dead. So still do the work. Like I said with Abraham. I told him, hey. You know what I'm saying? So he still had to go up that mountain. But at the same time, when he got there, it was just right before he was about to do it. God provided. So, I just gotta trust in the Lord. Say, Lord, I need you to step in. I need you to move this mountain for me. I need you to help me across this water. I need you to be my light in this valley because it's getting dark and I can't see, so I need you to be my light and mean it. It's a dude on I don't know if he on YouTube, and I always forget his name. It started with a D though. Y'all ain't seen him. I low-key want to do a video in regards to him because this is how it literally happened. It's this dude, he had did like this experiment for 30 days. He was gonna pretend like God was real. And I think he made it to day, I think he made it to like day 20 something. And then he was like, I can't do it anymore. He was like, I actually, prior to this, I actually already believe and know that he's real. Again, this man did not believe in Jesus at all. He did not believe in God. He did not believe in Jesus. He just didn't believe it. Like, he couldn't see it. All right? But he did experiment. And every day, he said, every day, I'm going to pretend like God is real. So he did the four, I think he did like 4 steps. He woke up, he prayed, he told the Lord what he was thankful for, and then he read something, he read a scripture or a chapter throughout the Bible, and then he did a kind act. That's what it was. He did a kind act every single day. And by the end of the experiment that he was doing, he realized and know that God was real. He was like, I never had these feelings before. He was like, and all of a sudden now I'm caring about other people more than I care about myself. I'm doing things that I would have never done had I not started this. He was like, so that's how he know. He was like, he's much, much happier. He stopped. Oh, that's a big thing. That's a big thing. He asked God to take the addiction of nicotine away from him, because he would get up and go through like a can, I guess, of like the chewing tobacco or whatever. And he was like, he asked God to take it away. He said he tried it before and failed on his own. He said, but ever since he started this experiment with him pretending, but now he said he believed with him pretending that Jesus is real. He said now he no longer had a craving. He no longer desired the stuff that he used to do, like smoking. He was like, he feel like he a different person. Like, he just feel like he much happier now. And I said, man, and to know that at one point I was where he was. And I think that's a big thing with Christians. Like, we typically, and this is speaking to people who aren't believing in Jesus. I think this is a thing that we as Christians forget, that we were once too sinners, and it said throughout the Bible that we were once too had some type of addiction, had some type of thing that we were fighting up against, that we were dealing with. And when we get saved, we in the Bible it does say that you are a new creature. So they forget, they always, but at the same time, God allowed you to go through that to be a testimony to somebody else. So that's why it upsets me when people be like, oh, all Christians are the same. No, we're not. We fall short, yes. We do fall short, and we typically forget where we came from. But all Christians are not the same. We're not trying to force Christianity, at least me. I'm going to speak for me. I'm not trying to force Christianity on nobody. But what I will display is Christ-like love, because that's what we're supposed to do. I will, constantly talk about him, because it's just like this, right? And this is what I said not too long ago, because I have little conversations with it be with God, and I was like, the same way we be willing to show off trophies, the same way we be willing to show off Jordans that we would have got, the same way we be willing to show off our accomplishments in life, why would we not want to share how God has came into our life and made a shift and did a shift in our life and made us feel good? That's just like a trophy. That's just like getting a trophy. Like, we should want to praise God and thank him and share him with everybody, because if he can do it for me, he can do it for you too. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like, from experience, right? My mom used to be like, I used to go to my mom. This is when I was living worldly. I was living in sin, y'all. And I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I need you to help me with something. Like, I'm going through this. I'm battling depression. You know, remind you, I don't think y'all know. I was somebody that was battling depression, had suicidal ideations, all of this stuff, right? And I used to go to my mom and I'd be like, Mom, amen. I'd be like, Mom, I need to talk to you about this, or whatever case may be. And I remember this one time, right? This one stick out to me, and I feel like it's for a reason. I was like, Mom, I need you to talk to me as my mother. And like, I don't need you to bring Christ up in this. I don't need you to be always talking about some just pray. I need you to talk to me. Like, I'm telling you, I'm drowning here, and you talk about some Jesus. This is exactly what I told my mama, right? And she was like, baby, she was like, I love you. She was like, but I'm not Like, and I love my mom for this. She was like, but I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to not bring up Jesus because I know what he can do. Right? So I was like, oh, well, I don't want to talk to you, blah, 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 blah. Right? And it was until this moment I realized, like, man, you know, I once too was resisting the Lord. Even though I was brought up in a Baptist church, I went to church every Sunday. I was in all the what's the name. I was still resisting God. So it took me some years later to finally have this walk with Christ. And I just one day I was just tired. I was like, bro, I keep trying to build relationships with people. I keep trying to do right. I keep trying to do all these things and nothing is working out. I was like, so what's the worst that can happen if I decide to give my life to God? I was like, what's the worst that can happen? He done me best. That's at least that's at this time. I'm like, at least that's what it's saying in the Bible. Like, so what's the worst that can happen? So just like that gentleman who practiced, who was like, I already knew Jesus was real. There's been plenty of encounters where he showed up for me, but I was resisting to turn my life around. So I was like, let's just see. So I got up and prayed. I fasted. I did all of the things, right? And Lord and behold, it took for me to break down. It was like, I cannot do this without you, Lord. I need you. Like, it was surrenderance. I need you. I can't do this. And that's when the Holy Spirit met me right there in my kitchen. And I was like, wow. And then the second encounter was when I was in my car and I was boohoo crying. This was right before I had this encounter. Something happened. Some signs and wonders literally happened. I was like, man, like, who would have known that this could happen? Like, it was a shocker to me. So, again, I will never force Christianity on you, but I will tell you about my experience with Christ and tell you that you don't have to do this alone in your walk, in your life. Like, sometimes we be like, well, he ain't physically here. No, he not physically here, but once you begin to start to have faith and you start to allow God in and fully let him in, not halfway, but fully let him in, that's when you will start to begin to see changes. And even if you got to be like that man to pretend, hey, he say all the time, so I'm going to push it too. Even if you want to pretend and say, like me, what's the worst that can happen? I feel like everybody that's willing, because you have to be willing, should try it. Because what's the worst that can happen? That you find happiness within Jesus? You still gonna, and then I want to touch on this too. When Jesus meets you where you at, wherever that may look like, don't think that you're not gonna go through things, right? But I've learned that because of his promise, because of my faith, because I keep my eye on him and know that whatever it is I'm going through is just a bigger testimony for me to share it with somebody else, so that if they're going through that, they can know that it was nobody but God. Because I learned this too, that people look at other people, like that lady, divine goddess, the one who was dating Yada. People praised, and that's where the idolatry come in at. People praised this relationship, not knowing what was going on behind closed doors. So I would say this: don't look at me and be like, "Oh, she just got it all together." It's the God in me. It's the God in me, because I don't have it all together, and you probably not gonna have it all together. And if you do, that's the blessing from God. But just know it ain't gonna be easy. If anything, the enemy gonna try to use, like for instance, use me as an example, as always. The enemy can't get to me directly. He pissed about it, so he tried to use people around me to get at me. And I ain't gonna hold you, I just failed not too long ago, like probably like a week ago. I failed. I allowed the enemy to use one of my friends, and I've been saying this for months. That the enemy can't get. I even told my mom, I wish my mom was here so she can tell y'all, like, the enemy try to use people that's around you, your co-workers, your children, your family, your friends, your associates, that co-worker that you can't stand, to get up under you, to get you to come out of character, because you walk in this life, you walk in this path of trying to get closer to God. So you gonna have them days. You might even lose your car, but you never, if you lose your car, because I had a friend who lost her car, but then she took it as an L, but it really was a win, because then she upgraded her car. So it's like, don't look at, oh, God, Jesus taking me through. No. God is preparing you for something greater. So you got to go through that, so that way you can be a testimony and a gift to somebody else. Yeah. I feel like getting on here, popping my big one, because I've been away for a couple of days. Had to get my mind back right. Had to pray and ask God for forgiveness, because I slipped up. I ain't going to hold you. I did. But I'm back on track, right where I need to be. Would y'all believe I can't taste that? I don't know if it's good or not, but I know it's coffee. I can't taste it at all. I can't taste it at all. Y'all gotta get me another work chair.